Hello and welcome to Natasha Makes. Yes, another pre-record. I do apologise, but we are busily moving warehouse, but we do want to still bring you some content and some fabulous, fabulous deals. So do bear with us. It is worth it. So today, we carry on the deal that we started for you yesterday, which was on our planes. Now, with our planes, they are numbered 1 to 75, which is the manufacturer's numbers, and we use those because they're the numbers on the bolts. That makes our life very, very easy, and that's what we go with. So we have created for you 3 bundles. Now, if you were away on bank holiday yesterday, you might have missed this. We have got 1 through to 25. You've got 2 missing here. They're due in today, in fact. So you've got chocolate and biscuit that will sit in there, and you've got all of those plains, all of those whites, creams, all of those. This is your neutrals, and they creep into the pinks and through your oranges. So this is a really useful bundle to have. That is £50. Now, the next bundle, which is the next shelf of plains, and we've stocked these plains since the beginning, is 26 through to 50. And these start with red, scarlet, and then you've got all your pinks there, your purples, and then we start into the blues. Okay, so you've got all of those, and peacock and sapphire and all of that. That is all in the second one. And again, that bundle is £50. These are long quarter bundles. By the way, if you buy 2 of the same colour, it will be cut in a continuous length, so you will get a ½ metre of everything. And if you buy 2, if you put 1/3 of another colour in, or 1/3 of the same, you'll actually get 1 free. Yes, you heard that right. So if you put these 2 in your basket, maybe you want to complete your 75 plain bundle and get this one for free. So these 3 bundles are on a buy 2, get 1/3 free. And that's any mix and match of them. So it might be that you want 3 of these. It might be that you want 1 of those and 2 of these. It's entirely up to you what 3 you put in, but you do have to put 3 in your basket, and then that £50 discount will be taken off. Okay, so this should be £150. It is £100 if you take all 3, and then you have all the colours in all the world. Almost. Because while this is the main part of our plains shelf, the eagle-eyed amongst you have turned around and said, but Natasha, you stock over 80 plains. That stops at 75. Yes, we do. We do. Because at some point, Rose and Hubble went, there are a few gaps in here that we need to fill. And so we have put together what we call the misfits bundles. Now these start at number 100. And it drives us all crazy because they are not in rainbow order. It upsets all of us. However, today we offer you the misfits bundle, which will give you an extra 11 plains and complete everything. Okay, for our sanity, these are in number order. And then for cutting sanity, these are the plains that fill in any kind of colour gaps. So they're the things like latte, which is really useful, and cloud, and buttercup, and duck egg, and aqua, and spearmint, and Hawaiian, and salmon, and azalea, and sangria, and cardinal, and terracotta. It's sad I know all their names, but I do. If you grab this bundle, it's on at a great price. If you grab this bundle, that will then complete all of the plains that we have here at Natasha Makes. That's all that Rose and Hubble make. That's all that we can actually get from our supplier. Okay, so if you would like to own all of them, you are getting £50 off these if you go for those bundles. And then here you are getting this at a very tasty price. That is my promise to you. Now, last week, we brought you these, which are the Quilt Builder Card Decks. And we had buy 3, get £5 off. That deal stands. And they're fabulous. And we love them. And we use them a lot. And per kit, you will get all sorts of different layouts, instructions on how to use them, cut, finishing, bindings, fabric width, so cutting instructions, fabric amounts. You get 8 different layouts. It tells you about on point. So you'll get different information in each one, okay? And then you get the different blocks, okay? And then to make them different sizes, you get your cutting instructions on the back. These are very comprehensive, okay? And each one has got 40 different blocks, 8 different layouts, and unlimited possibilities. So that's your quilt builder kit. I think these are brilliant. I really, really rate them. I think they are fabulous. Buy any 3, get £5 off. But we're bringing into that deal these. Now these are the Christmas ones. Now this is a Christmas quilt builder deck like these. So they give you your blocks, okay? And that's so they work along exactly the same lines. But this one, and this one's the one that we're going to look at today. And this is another reason why I wanted to bring it to you today, because you've got all the planes in all the world. Because, and I'm going to go on a little close up here. Oh, can I tell you the good news? The really good news. After many, many months of thinking it was in Cornwall, I have found in the move all my feet for my TL22. I'm so excited. Move my Natasha Makes mug out of the way. Now this is the applique Christmas set. Perfect. I would use steamer seam because it's got that tack and you can use it a bit like fuzzy felt. Remember fuzzy felt? Brilliant. And it is permanently once you add in that steam. So this is your Quilt Builder Card Deck. And this works in a slightly different way. It has full instructions, by the way, on how to use it. So how to use your quilt builder. Now you can copy these. All right. So if you've got a sewing machine, so you can build scenes, which I think is genius. And then it's got an enlarging table. So if you want to, with your printer, if you want to photocopy these and enlarge them or take them to the library to get it done, then it tells you what size you need to do, or you can have a scan in and have a little look at what they recommend. Now, here's the clever bit. So you've also got various layouts. So this, for example, is the Jolly House layout. And these, and it tells you what cards you need. These are the layout cards, okay? And they will go like this. Like that. So that gives you your border. This is so clever. And they're all numbered so you can keep them in, and then that will be in the middle. And so can you see, you get that and then that one in the corner. Well, in the middle if you're going like that. And then you have your card that has that applique on it afterwards. And you've got the Santa and the trees layout. So you've got 8 different layouts again with this. Your reindeers. But if you want to have just a normal 9 patch, then you've got that with some applique. You've got your snowflake. Isn't that pretty? And it shows you how to use the templates. And also how to prepare the background for it, and making a placement overlay. So let me explain what that means. If you want to, for example, create a scene, what you have in here are all sorts of beautiful, beautiful designs. And there you've got on the back there your templates. But you've got various different ones here. And so you can then add in, so there's Father Christmas, maybe you want to add in a playful deer or some Christmas trees. Maybe you want him and a Christmas tree in the background, or whatever it is. Okay? And it talks to you about scaling these as well, by the way. I just think they're brilliant. I really want to do, you see, there's that house. So you would increase the sizing, and then you would use that to do that. I love Santa on a rocket. Brilliant. Where was the layout? I really like this one. This is the Winter Village table runner. So what you would do is, for your placement, you would draw around. Well, let's get back overhead. They say get some vinyl. What I would say to you is, if you buy 1/2 metre of our sewable plastic, we'll give you a free marker pen. Okay. So you can tape this down. And then I've bought in some nice fine marker pens. So you would increase this to whatever size you wanted, by the way, and then this will be your placement that you can then trace. And then if you've got another one, maybe some extra trees up there, then you would trace those on and you would create that scene onto the plastic, which you can then stick them on and place them, and you would place that over the top to make sure that you'd place them in the right place. It's genius. Absolute genius. So we've got some, you can sew, by the way, what you've got left of your sewable plastic, your clear sewable plastic, you can use in your projects. We've used lots of projects that have used that, but it just struck me that actually that was absolutely perfect for these projects. So they're a bit of fun. Have a go. I did say today's show would not be long. It was just to show you these demos. So these deals rather. So just to recap, 1, 2, 3, £50, £50, £50. But if you buy 2, whatever configuration, maybe it's 2 of the same or whatever, we will give you 1 for free. We will take, yes, £50 off when you buy 3. Now, our Misfits bundles, these are the ones that are left over, that start at number 100. So if you look on our website, you'll see they're number 100 through to 111. They are there. Please add them into your basket, and then you would have the complete collection. If you ordered the Quilt Builder kits, you will have them by now from last week. They come direct from our supplier. We are honouring the same deal with these. Buy 2, get a third with £5 off. So if you only bought 1 of these and go, actually they're brilliant, and you want to stock up, then please do. They are today's deals and bargains and goodies. Tomorrow, if it's arrived in time, fingers crossed, we will have new Odile velvets to show you here. She was shipping them last week for us, so hopefully, even with the bank holiday, they will be here on time. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. So we'll see, but hopefully they will be here on time for Wednesday's show. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday. Take care. Have a lovely rest of the day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.